Hey guys, I wanted to tell you about something I just bought this year. So, like, I've been into riding like dual sport type bikes. This is a 2022 KLR 650. I bought it last spring, and I've never had a sport bike or anything that was really like fast other than motocross bikes. So this year, my wife and I were talking, like we ride this as a pair, and I've ridden them in the past as a pair, but we're getting older. I'm 51. My wife's in her upper 40s. We're also getting bigger, and these aren't really sized well enough for us. So I started looking around, and I'm a Kawasaki fan. I always have been. And I decided that the Kawasaki Concours right here, this is a Concours, they call it a C14 or a GTR 1400, depending on what country you are. In the United States, just the Concours C14. And it's a what I call like a full size frame bike. So it's a much longer seating position for like you and your passenger. Now on both of these bikes, I added these trunks to them, the tail trunks. But my wife really enjoys this because it gives her something to lean back against. And now they make GIVI makes very nice, robust tail trunks. These are basically Chinese knockoffs of a Givi trunk. These are off of Amazon. They're, I believe, $89. So I take and I modify the rear package trays to work for these, and I add these, gives my wife something to lean to. But this C14, this Concours C14, boy, is this a fun bike. So what these are, back in the day, Kawasaki had the super bike, the ZX 1400. So they took the engine from the super bike and basically the frame, and they kind of stretched it a little bit, modified it. They detuned the engine. So this is not a ZX 1400 engine in its entirety, because this ended up getting variable cam timing, variable valve timing, which the actual Ninja didn't, and that adds weight to the front of the cam. So they had to lower the rev limiter on this bike a little bit compared to the Ninja. And then the Ninja, I believe, was 180, 200 horsepower, where this is only 160. With a rev limiter on the dashboard set at 10,500 RPM. But I have an ECM tune on this by, it's called Shoulda Been Engineering, which is SHOODABEN, Shoulda Been Engineering. He did the ECM tune on this, and the tune is called the Mountain Runner Premium. So it's the Mountain Runner tune, premium fuel, and then he kept the O2 sensors in play, which, depending on what you're doing exhaust-wise, you can get rid of that O2 sensor part. But so this bike has linked front and rear brakes. It has anti-lock brakes. It has traction control. It has an electric adjustable windshield on here, so when you're on the bike, you can hit a button on your handlebars and you can adjust the height and angle of your windshield there. You have the factory saddlebags on the Concours. Then, like I said, I added the tail trunk to it. Now, this bike is amazing. It is fantastic. It is a pleasure to ride. It is sporty, fast, powerful, dangerous. This is like one step away from dating a supermodel, right? Like, I mean, like, all the danger that comes with that, this bike brings with it. This is super bike territory in cruiser touring dress clothes, right? It's wild, man. It's wild. My wife and I on back, combined, we're probably close to 400 pounds. You can bang down a couple gears and pass cars with the front end hanging in the air, and it's not hard. Like, I mean, shooting this thing to 150 mile an hour, it happens fast. Really, really fun bike. Really, really handles well. I mean, no, it's not a pure racing sport bike. But my God, for a touring bike, something that's somewhat of an upright position, there's a slight forward lean on it, not much. I have the bar risers up 2 and back 1 that helps get rid of any lean, but they're like, I'm short, I'm 5'7", so there's still a little bit of lean on me. If I was taller, longer arms, there wouldn't be. But you have a slight bit of lean on it. The foot pegs are like pretty much they place your foot pegs in line with your butt or hips. So unlike that bike, the KLR is like you sitting on the couch or at the kitchen table, right? Thighs are straight out ahead of you. Your calves are coming straight down to the foot pegs. Your butt is back here. Your feet are up here. Your handlebars are in a position that if you just closed your eyes and you went like that, you would land on the handlebars. There's no lean. There's no weight at all forward. So the KLR, the 35 or 40 horsepower that it is literally the most comfortable bike I've ever sat on. Maybe except for the Goldwing. I've ridden a buddy of mine ridden his Goldwing, but stupid comfortable one up on a KLR 650. It has the performance of a John Deere yard tractor. Absolutely. I mean, well, I don't know. The John Deere yard tractor might be a little bit higher performance, but if you can get that part out of your mind and you can say that, you know what, I can pull out with traffic, I can run with traffic. The KLR is so comfortable, it's ridiculous, but for 2 up, it gets real tight real fast. So coming back here, they discontinued the Concours 1400. Why Kawasaki did that, I don't know. It is kind of long in the tooth. The bike's been out for 20 years and it's various iterations. This is a 2018, so 2015 to 2022 is the last upgrade change that was ever made. So this is the latest and greatest before they drop them in after 2022 model year. But this bike is fun and dangerous by yourself, but it is, like I said, the full frame, more roomy for 2 up. It has the hydraulic adjustable rear shock, so if you're going to put your wife on, you could just roll down and turn the hydraulic adjust knob a couple clicks, add a little bit more preload, have your wife get on, and the bike handles perfectly. But damn, she's sexy, she's comfortable. I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I just bought it like, I don't know, 6-7 weeks ago. Put about 1,000 miles on it so far. I do have a Sergeant World seat on it. The bar risers, the Should Have Been Engineering ECM tune. Added the tail trunk to it. I have not yet, but I'm thinking about buying a California Specialties or something like that. Touring windshield. It's going to add a little bit more width and a little bit more height to it. It's either going to be doing that or I'm going to do a laminar lip like you see on the windshield of that KLR. They have a laminar lip that'll come on here that'll extend a little bit more. Even at 5'7" with this windshield in the full upright position, I do get like buffeting. I get a lot of wind noise and stuff like that, which I actually get less wind noise with the laminar lip on the stock Kawasaki KLR windshield over there than I get with this in the full upright position. So I'm thinking possibly do the laminar lip. They're like 80-90 bucks compared to spending a few $100 on a whole replacement piece. But yeah, this thing's really cool and really fun and really cheap. So that's one of the things I wanted to mention to you. If you're looking for like I'm calling myself an old man, 51, right? But if you're looking for like a upper middle age, older class, you still want to be kind of sporty and fun, but you want to be cheap. These bikes sold new for around 16. I bought this with 17,000 miles on it just a couple months ago. I paid 10. I have seen them with higher miles, like 50, 60,000 miles. I've seen these selling for under $5,000. Now here's the thing. It's a 4-cylinder, it's an inline 4. It's a stupidly reliable engine. There's actually a guy out there right now that's about to crack 300,000 miles on the original engine, right? He's never had it apart other than adjusting valves, changing oil, doing normal maintenance. So if you found one for 50, 60,000 miles on its clock for $3,000 to $5,000, you're getting into a world-class engine, superbike engine, into a comfortable touring bike that can support two up, like long distance cross country over and over and over again for pennies on the dollar. I mean, where else are you going to buy a bike that has enough power to literally blow your mind and enough comfort and space to literally let you grab your wife or girlfriend and go tour the country and do it for $5,000 or less, right? 50,000 miles. I mean, your fuel oil changes into this bike. You're just breaking her in. She's just getting ready to go. Call, should have been engineering, get the ECM tune, or there's another Ivan. You go on the Concours forums, you can find Ivan. He does a lot of tuning. People love him. Some people call him the best. Some people call should have been the best. In my opinion, 6 one, half dozen the other. But grab one of these beauties because they are sexy, they are sleek, they are nasty and mean. Oh, by the way, I have Two Brothers exhaust, makes it a little raspy and loud. But for the money that you get into them, man, you just cannot beat the bang for the buck that you're going to get out of the Kawasaki Concours C14, slash GTR 1400 if you're outside of the United States, they call it. Beautiful, amazing, comfortable, smooth, dangerous, sexy. I don't know what other adjectives I can add to this thing, but I'm telling you, this is a bike that you should consider if you're no longer a young boy that wants to be riding a full-on sports bike, but you want that sport bike type experience, but you want that old man type comfort and convenience. Factory heated grips. I mean, my God, like this thing. The only thing it's missing, honestly, is the electronic cruise control. That the new H2, you can get a touring version of the new Kawasaki H2 Superbike. It does have the electronic cruise control. These do not, but that's okay. You can put a throttle meister on here. There's a couple ways around that. You could deal with it if you want to. But at the end of the day, it's just a fabulous, fabulous bike, fun bike, exciting bike, and just makes you like look forward to the next day you can turn this key on and fire this bad boy up. Because, I mean, it brings with it all the excitement that you ever want. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Hey, guys. Like and subscribe. I don't dump too many videos out there. I'm not like one of them people that like plows videos onto YouTube just to try to make money on them. So if you like and subscribe, when I do a video, you'll see it. You can choose to watch it or not, whatever. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a good night.